everyone.
What's up guys, Unofficial MCU here, hope you're all doing well, and in this video we have a new report for the Marvels into the regards of Brie Larson and her Captain Marvel character. We are going to go ahead, we're going to hop right on into it. Fair warning, this is an interesting one, guys. In this video, we are going to be taking a read from the Direct's article. I'll have their article linked in the description down below for you guys to check out there as well. Brie Larson is reportedly disillusioned with her Marvel role after a toxic backlash. According to a new report, Brie Larson may have become disillusioned about her Marvel role thanks to a toxic backlash from the fans. Brie Larson, who is set to be the lead in the Marvels movie as Carol Danvers / Captain Marvel, has faced her fair share of critiques since joining the superpowered franchise of the MCU. For better or for worse, the comic book movie genre and popcorn franchise entertainment has become indulged by the trolls. In Brie Larson's case, much of the criticism has become from, as of her MCU co-star Samuel L. Jackson once put it, people who hate strong women, with sexist comments being about her hero, the movie she stars in, and the actor herself. So that being said, Brie Larson could be souring in her Marvel role, and not being as happy or as proud of it, and maybe want a way out of this franchise actually. As a part of the recently released MCU, The Reign of Marvel Studios author Joanna Robinson revealed Brie Larson has grown disillusioned with working with Marvel Studios, saying that, in quote, "The future of those Marvel icons was unclear. The departure of franchise anchors like Robert Downey Jr., Chris Evans, and Scarlett Johansson had already taken its toll, as had the shocking loss of Chadwick Boseman as well. But other MCU stalwarts are heading for their exits. The Guardians of the Galaxy cast went on a farewell tour. Brie Larson grew disillusioned, and Marvel tussles with Sony in a custody battle over Tom Holland, as always." Ending that quote right there. Kind of just putting it as like, hey, the band's breaking up, and I feel kind of bad for Brie Larson, honestly, at that. Yeah, you have to be a little bit humbled, but disillusioned is formally defined as having lost faith or trust in something formerly regarded as good. On the online backlash with Carol Danvers, actress, has received since joining the franchise, Brie Larson previously said, "I don't have time for it," saying that, in quote, "I don't have time for it. The things that I have extra time to really look at are like, am I eating healthy food? Am I drinking water? Am I meditating? Have I called my mom today?" Those types of things. Ending that quote right there. That's something that she said a couple months back at that point. And so, despite Marvel seemingly wanting to build the future of this overall series on the backs of Captain Marvel, Spider-Man, and Black Panther, when asked about returning beyond the Marvels movie, Brie Larson responded with, "Does anyone want me to even do it again?" Saying that, in quote, asked 3 years later if she'd still want to return as Captain Marvel after the 2023 movie, The Marvels, Brie Larson answered with, "I don't know. Does anyone even want me to do it again?" Marvel had expected the Black Panther, Captain Marvel, and Spider-Man would be this new trio of star characters, leading the MCU into a new millennium. But that was no longer a future that, it could rely on. Ending that quote right there. She seems to have kind of lost faith, if for anything, with, the MCU for one thing as an overall franchise, Marvel Studios for another, and of her character, this character of Captain Marvel. While speaking on The Ringers, the Watch podcast, Robinson had followed up with her writing in the book, plainly remarking, "This toxic backlash means that Brie Larson doesn't want to play Carol Danvers anymore," saying that, in quote, "Marvel Studios put Brie Larson in a prominent place in the MCU. I don't know if Brie Larson was the wrong person for the role necessarily, but the toxic backlash means that Brie Larson doesn't want to play Carol Danvers anymore." Ending that quote right there as a simple thing. And also from what I have heard last, and I could be very wrong about this, but it doesn't sound that Marvel Studios necessarily does contracts anymore as they had originally done with their main Avengers like Robert Downey Jr. or Chris Evans, of where they had signed on for a 10-year contract type of situation. From what I have last heard, as I had mentioned, I could be wrong about that, it doesn't sound like they do that anymore. So this year all being said, will Brie Larson leave the MCU? Coming out of the upcoming The Marvels film, it'll be interesting to see if Brie Larson feels the same way about returning as her hero, Carol Danvers, or if she's done playing her Marvel superhero, for the time being anyway. One thing that could keep the actress impassioned about the franchise is the idea of now being a mentor, both on and off screen, to newcomers, such as Ms. Marvel actress Iman Vellani, who co-stars along Larson in the Captain Marvel sequel, could be just the first pupil to be mentored by Brie Larson in the MCU. It's an amazing role to take on, both on and off screen. with maybe Brie Larson's hero going on to lead this next generation of Avengers into whatever comes after this ongoing multiversal saga. Perhaps while working on the Marvels, Vellani's enthusiasm for the source material rubbed off on Captain Marvel star Brie Larson, giving her a renewed sense of the passion of this franchise overall. Brie Larson did say once that the comic book connection between her MCU character and Kamala Khan / Miss Marvel was a huge part of why she wanted to play this character of Captain Marvel in the first place. So, as silly as it may sound, Vellani's teenager superhero could be the key to getting Larson to stick around, actually. Overall, this sounds a little bit sad, to be honest with you guys, that Brie Larson feels, kind of down at that. It's a little bit more than just humbling her and her overall character for another thing. Remember, please separate the character from the actress. Don't go after sending, death threats or anything of that nature to the actors of this amazing franchise. It's just not a good road to go down. I don't even know why you would waste time doing of such. We're all entitled to our opinions, but please remember, this is a fictional franchise, so it's really not that deep at the end of the day. I haven't even, of course, seen the Marvels at this point, but I'm excited alone for this movie just for Captain Marvel, just based off of the trailers and also from the little bit tidbits that we've been able to see in the Miss Marvel show over on Disney Plus. She sounds like a different character in a way compared to how we saw her like in an Infinity War or in the Endgame movie as well, or even in her old movie, the original Miss Marvel movie, of course, Captain Marvel movie rather. So really that alone, it sounds that she sounds like a bit of a different hero, is taking this role on a little bit differenter, and I'm excited to see how that actually plays out. So this year all being said, guys, please let me know all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. I would love to hear what you guys are all thinking. Thanks so much for watching today's video. Of course, this has been an official MCU. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a great one. Peace out.